Hey, everybody. So I have Adam here. He is one of our top students at Major League Profits. He has made an absolute killing with sports cards since joining our program. How are you doing today, Adam?
Doing pretty well. How are you today?
I'm not bad. Can't complain. So I'm going to run through a couple questions. Just go
Sure.
through them. Be honest. And just tell me what you thought of the program. So my first question to you is, what were your thoughts when first joining the program?
When I first joined, I was definitely on the fence of joining or not. I made a few purchases, graded a few cards on my own. It didn't turn out the way I had expected, so I was definitely looking for some assistance in some guidance in the whole process of how to go about grading, what you're looking for, and how to improve the grades you get when you buy cards and send them into the grader. And after a while, I think, we connected, and I read a little bit into the group and decided to go with it.
Awesome, awesome. And so that this next question piggybacks off of that. What was your knowledge previously before joining the program?
Right. I actually grew up in cards. My grandfather owned a card store when I was, 5, 6 years old. I was going with him to flea markets, doing the whole Pokemon thing. And then, it kind of expanded from that because cards were kind of big in the early 90s. They weren't huge, but, you had a lot of different types of rookie. You had Barry Bonds, who was hot. You had Michael Jordan, who was a good rookie then. So I definitely had some knowledge, but I haven't been in the card world for probably 10, 15 years. So I've been out for a while.
Okay, cool, cool. And now what specific parts of the program would you say helped you the most? Can be one, can be two. What do you think on that?
I think the best thing, honestly, and it's probably corny, but the videos I think really helped redefine my knowledge of what cards, what sets there are, what type of cards to go look for, what are the good ones to go look for. Like you for football, Prism are hot. For basketball, now you have Mosaic, but still Prism is number one. You can also look for the contenders autos. These are things I'd never even heard about before. I got in with the Mosaic coming out, and I had no idea the difference between Mosaic and Prism. So I think that really gave me a good baseline of what to look for. And then I think the coaching calls are kind of like, they're almost, I look at it as like stock updates, like what are the hot stocks to pick.
Yep.
And it's like without 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 having other people's opinions, without having other knowledge in the game, it's kind of it's hard to make the right decisions. So hearing, other opinions is always beneficial. And, that's the biggest thing I get out of the coaching calls is who's going to be hot next? What are you going to look for? Are we buying this person in the off season? Are we going to buy this person in season? A little bit riskier, kind of weigh the options. So those would be the two things that I think help the most.
Gotcha, gotcha. Awesome answer. And the question everybody cares about the most. So, when did you join the program and how much money do you think you have made since joining the program?
So I think I joined in around June. I think that's when it
And we're
was.
talking in
So it's
October right now. The date right
yeah.
now is October 23rd.
So it's been about we'll say 4.5 months, somewhere in there. I had to think about this a little bit because I do have a lot of inventory still. But I think the net amount ends up being roughly 20 to 30,000, somewhere in there, of profit in my in the account right now.
Okay, that's awesome. So let's say 4 months. Let's average that to 25,000. That's roughly 6 grand ish a month extra in your pocket.
Yep.
That's definitely not too bad. And now my next question related to that one is how much money or what is the most amount of money you've made on one card? And what card was it? Did you get it graded? What was your thought process? Did you use our
Right.
coaching when buying it? Tell me a little bit about that.
So I bought a Zion Pink My House number to 25. It was kind of off the cuff type purchase because I had just it was from, I won't say where it's from. I had a I had to buy it quickly. So I bought it for 700, and I was on the fence to get it graded or not because it did have what looked like a small print line on it when I looked at it under the mag light. But I said, even if it nines or whatever, I bought it. Let's just try it. And I sent it in, and it 9.5, and I ended up selling it for 2,800, which was I think it was about 3 weeks later. So in 3 weeks, I almost more than 3x my money
Yep,
after fees and everything.
you cannot find returns like that anywhere with stocks or foreign exchange. That's
Not in
definitely
three
awesome.
weeks.
Oh yeah, definitely not in 3 weeks.
Not in 3 weeks.
In stocks, if you can make 20% on a stock in a year, it's crazy, right? We're making
Right.
3 times our money in, a month, which
A
is
quarter of the
awesome.
time. Right.
And so this extra money you've made, you ballparked it, since joining the program 4 months ago, you made anywhere from $20 to $30,000. How has that extra money helped you mentally, personally, with your family?
Right.
Tell me about that.
So prior to this, I left my full-time job to do a marketing job, to work at home. And with the whole coronavirus thing going on, that kind of took a dive because, when businesses are stopped, you don't really do marketing anymore. So this kind of enabled me to not have to go out and find a corporate job, have to go back to corporate working at a desk again. I did it for 10 years and I absolutely hated it. I would leave at 8 o'clock when my kids going to school, and I'd get home after they were going to bed. And I made good money. Don't get me wrong. It's corporate. You make good money, but you're selling the soul to the devil. And, I think that the best decision I ever made was to come home and work from home. And, I felt over the last 3 months that now it's permanent. Before the 3 months, it was kind of up in the air. I had no idea. And now it's permanent. Now I'm an entrepreneur. Now I have my own business, and this is what I do. I buy and sell cards.
That is awesome, man. I'm very happy the program helped you, not go back to corporate, because corporate is brutal. Believe me, it is brutal, as you
Yes.
know. So yeah, man, super happy you came on. And thank you for coming on, Adam.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.